Okay, so I did just realize a thing. We're gonna need to get vehicles for this again. Which, yeah, I didn't have vehicles for this before. This doesn't say anything about being pro or not, so can I just use any vehicle I want here? Everything else has a class selection. This is just worldwide continental. Which makes me think I can maybe use any vehicle I want. Let me see. I know I bought an ATV at one point that's pro only. Am I allowed to use this thing? Am I allowed to use my pro bike here? So let me fit this with everything. I'm going to need to do that at some point anyways. Yeah, look at all this nice stuff I got from my ATV. Oh, I didn't fit my bike with the better gearbox, did I? I need to fix that. Let me fix that real quick before I forget some other time. There we go. Alright. But let's make sure it lets me start with the Pro bike. Or the Pro ATV. I'm used to calling them bikes because of the game before this, encouraging you to do that. Yeah, let's just see. It seems to just let me start the race. Yes, okay. So let's just buy like the best looking truck we can get, I guess. That's probably what we ought to do. And see where it goes from there. So it looks like sponsors are still a thing, though, in Classic mode as well, as far as I can tell. So... Hi, game. We're not doing this. Also, fun fact, using XML, you can change the rolling start speed. I don't know if it just, like, forcefully makes you go a certain speed. It'd be fine to have a rolling start that's really fast. But anyways. Ugh. Okay. Truck, my old favorite. But, let's get a new vehicle. After all this time, we have to buy a new car. This thing just has crazy stats to start with. Yeah, this thing just looks good in general. I should also just quickly load all these vehicles just to make sure that their strings are in here. Largely, you'd think that these have shown up at some point in story mode prior to now, but it's hard to be sure. The Buccaneer clearly have, because that's what we started with. Okay, yeah, why not? Give me this thing. Give me good colors, of course. Probably prefer black over white as a base. Oh, if I... does the game load a bunch of logos if I do this? Get the game to load all these. Have I even gone through all of these? I don't know how many there are. I don't know why I'd even want these things on here. I don't think my stuff looks prettier for having a bunch of random logos on a thing. I guess it's just they got money for this. Ooh, let me look around. Beautiful. But yeah, I guess he just got sponsor deals for putting logos on the game or something. Anyways. I need to tune this too, to get the brakes working the way I want. Oh, this is already tuned the way I want. Oh, so this is already with the good suspension. I was thinking, oh cool, you can improve the suspension even further after this. No. Okay, shoot, I didn't realize that. Okay, well, it is what it is. No buyer's remorse here, though. This is it's still decent cornering. The other trucks didn't seem like they had really better cornering, so it seems good. Whether you want that high of a weight is probably debatable, but otherwise, medium shocks seem good to me. Manual sounds fun to try at some point, but brakes. Oh, the bias is already on. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it seemed like in story mode you didn't have this sort of stuff being automatically applied to new vehicles. Okay, cool. It seemed like all those things were separately applied to the two vehicles you had a choice of. Cool. Let's see how this goes. And I've got some good cash to buy a good version of each other vehicle too, as far as I can tell, so we should be good there. Yeah, it should feel less bad. What did I do with the map? I don't. I need to check at some point that I hadn't messed up the descriptions of the different road types. But yeah, a more even playing field with everyone doing the same vehicle type will probably make using the trucks more realistic on the later tracks. I would like to hope. Oh boy, stop tipping, stop tipping. Okay, good. We'll have to see, though, how this ends up going in reality. That wasn't the worst. You know, I should probably be pretty careful about taking too many red routes. If they look pretty okay to take from what I can see of them, or it just seems obvious that they're so much better based on the, I didn't actually take this one, so much better based on the path you see them take on the minimap, then I might take them, but otherwise I should be careful about taking them, particularly with a vehicle like this that's not really optimized for them most of the time. These guys feel like taking this road though, evidently. Not sure what for. But we're already to the point of catching up with the position we need to have, so I think we're doing pretty okay. Of course, this is the start of the toll. Careful there. No points for bicycles in this vehicle. I probably should have taken the red path there. Going up hills, red paths really seem way better because of how direct they are by comparison. Careful. But yeah, things are probably going to get harder, you would imagine, later in the tournament. Let's see how they go. So you know I could do pretty well now. So I didn't even catch it. There was a red path there. I saw the mini-map as I passed it. Being able to keep the speed up here is kind of nice too. But yeah, I should have taken that path to cut it there, I think. Would be the better idea. That path looks a little thin and bumpy for me. Yeah, there are definitely cases where it is and is not worth taking the red path, I think. It's just really hard to make those decisions split second when you only have like what little you can see of it and the mini-map to go off of. Oh, yes, like here I don't like this, what I'm seeing. Also, the time to the next opponent is pretty considerable here. Yeah, see, going up hills like this, you generally, I think, want to take these more direct roads. Oh, Okay. It might have been that there was just no way to actually catch up. Like, I don't see anyone in front of me or anything. I have no points for some reason. How's that work? Oh, because I need to actually finish the whole 3 first. I have a lot of money still. Which is very good. I'll be needing that for getting new vehicles. Now, unfortunately, I might need a couple new vehicles too, because for amateur courses, for amateur tournaments too, I'll also need new vehicles for those. At least in some cases. Maybe all of them, I'm not sure. But those at least won't cost nearly as much. That'll help. But yeah, that seemed like a pretty hearty victory. We'll see if we can keep that up. Not like that, probably. Okay. Still starts slower than everyone else. He likes to do that. I love how much more lenient the game is about going off the road. These point-to-points, though, it is fantastic. It makes everything so much more pleasant. Okay, why is there just a tree on the road? The hardest part about this particular red path is it's just hard to see the road to start with. It's not hard to navigate. I feel like it being hard to see the road is kind of true in general. Everything is the same brown. Oh my god. Just coasting down the hill a little bit here. By default, I'm just playing it safe. Let's go a bit more directly down the hill if we have the option. I think that's a lot wiser. This is just me driving parallel to everyone else on a more difficult road. I don't know if this is really a benefit to me here or not. Get back on the regular road. This seems like one of those cases where it's this big windy path. It's probably better not to take the green on. You just gotta be careful with these red paths. But slow and steady on the red passes in a lot of cases, absolutely not all cases, but when the routing is so much better on the red paths, slow and steady on the red paths does turn out to be a lot better, I think, than screaming down the green paths as quickly as you can, which is frequently not very quickly if it's a very indirect sort of path. It's very windy and you have to do lots of hard turns and whatnot. You guys are just going wherever, so am I. Okay, I'm having a very hard time catching up to 18 of all places. This is not going especially well, actually. I will warn in advance if I don't manage to get the position I need. I am going to have to end the episode here and then restart next episode because I don't have the time to make this episode long. Am I allowed to do that? No. Is there a reason to take this particular road and not the other one? I'm not sure there is. Rather than be cool if you had going under the bridge, I guess. Yeah, suddenly I'm not managing to catch up and pass everyone. And I'm pretty much just staying with the pack. this race, which is a problem. If nothing else, to get more familiar with the course, I'll keep going here, but this is clearly a bust. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, next time we'll see if we can do much better.